Orale, gang. Let's talk about dating as a photographer and a videographer. First and foremost, you find a gorgeous woman who's attracted to you and or whatever you're interested in. You find a gorgeous woman who's attracted to you. You guys start talking, and then boom, every time you go out, you're her personal photographer. You're her personal videographer. Shorty always has pressure. You just turned up her Instagram account. She's glowing, shoots on a regular basis. The benefits of dating a shooter. It's a wonderful thing. But also, some of y'all photographers are a little creepy, and y'all be doing too much. Remember, just because you're shooting a gorgeous woman and she's hired you to perform this service does not give you an open invitation to shoot her shot or to go after her, big dog. You are there to make her feel comfortable and to perform that service, to give her pressure, to give her content, to give her photos. You are not there to shoot your shot. If she does shoot her shot or you shoot your shot and it's reciprocated, that's a beautiful thing and that's great. All blessings. Orderly, I say that to say, we're creatives. And we have to walk a very thin line between let me pose you, let me get to know you, let me make you smile, and let me make sure you're comfortable. And it can easily cross over into creepy, weird, she never wants to work with you again, big dog. So you have to be careful. Another thing as well is that we have a very creative and interesting field. Let's say that you're a photographer and you end up dating a woman and she gets a little jealous because you're always working with models and beautiful women. Let's say you're a boudoir photographer. That's a conversation you gotta have early on, big dog, and you gotta think about because not everybody can handle that. You are taking pictures of gorgeous women on a regular basis, and some women aren't necessarily that confident to be comfortable with their man going out there and spending hours at a time with women by themselves. That's a little different. That's a conversation you have to have. Women, same thing if you're a female photographer, and let's say you're shooting men on a regular basis for Hustler, whatever those magazines are, whatever, and you're shooting shirtless men all oiled up, whatever, your man might not be too happy, he might not be too comfortable if Roderick with the 6-packs and the dreadlocks is calling you at 10 p.m. asking where his photos are, and you guys are hiding and laughing and chopping it up. You really do have to be a confident individual to date a photographer who takes pictures and spends time with other attractive individuals on a regular basis. And that's something to think about in a conversation that has to be had, big dog, especially the life that we live as entrepreneurs. Where there's usually no set time schedule. There's usually no real barriers of communication with our clients. They hit us whenever they hit us, and more often than not, you're gonna answer, especially if it's some money on the line. And then imagine if you have a partner and then somebody calls you who's attracted to you and you know they're attracted to you and they wanna book you for a shoot and they know you got a woman, but they don't care. They're out there as well. Or they know you got a man and they don't care. They're a little grimy. They be out there, women. Protect yourself. Men, protect yourself. Pay attention to your clients. I know a lot of people who say, if this client or this person makes my partner or spouse uncomfortable, I'm not gonna work with them. I know some people who say, it's just business. I'm gonna mind my business, you mind yours, and I'll come back as long as these bills are paid. It is what it is. So it's definitely an interesting world for us as creatives trying to date, trying to marry, and then also fulfilling our positions as photographers, working with models, working with boudoir shoots, whatever it may be. You got to be prepared. It's an interesting life, yo. The majority of my friends work 9 to 5s, and they know from Monday through Friday they're doing this, and then Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday they're out. They're brunching, they're having a good time, they're having a blast. My life's a little bit different. Usually Monday through Friday, I'm cooling or I'm editing, and then on the weekend I really get busy or I'm on the road. When I'm on the road, I'm just working, I'm active, I'm shooting. And then I get back home, let's say I have a weekend where I'm just editing and I'm relaxed. I wanna go out, I don't. I've been on the road shooting, working my bosom off for the last 48 hours, for the last 3 days, for the last week. I wanna do nothing. I'm a homebody. I'm in the crib. I have no desire to be out. Our lives are different, our schedules are different. The way that we make our income is different. We literally eat or we kill. So if we're not out there killing anything, we don't eat. If a shoot cancels, that's money we missed out on. If we don't secure a shoot, that's money we don't have. Our business is a little different, right? So my friends know on the 1st and the 15th, they're getting paid. My money comes in when clients come in, when our retainer contracts come in. Thank God for retainers because it builds stability in what we do. But there are a lot of photographers and videographers who are just on a whim. When clients hit you, you have bread. When they don't hit you, you don't have bread. And you have to steward your money in between time. And that's real, 100%. We can't just go out there and ball out. You have to be careful with your cash because we have slow seasons. You have to be wary of the cash that you have. So when it comes to dating, you say you get a partner who likes to ball out, who likes for you to be available every weekend so you can go out and you can converse, kick it with them, hang out with their friends. In my line of work, I can't do that. If you're a wedding photographer or a wedding videographer, You can't do that. You are gone on the weekends, big dog, shooting these weddings on a regular basis. Lives are completely different. So you have to pay attention to what you do and who you're with and how they perceive your schedule and your time. And of course, it is more than manageable to live a happy life as a photographer and a videographer and to live and marry somebody who has a 9-to-5. It works. But there are a lot of conversations that need to be had so they understand who you are, what you do, what your schedule is like, and what your work-life balance is like. And that's very real because for a lot of us, there's no work-life balance. For a lot of us, there's no in between. It's either I'm shooting, or I'm editing, or I'm asleep. There is no in between. So that's another thing. He's trying to find a healthy work-life balance. And I wish I could tell you I understood it and I knew how to do it. Don't. I just worked for 3 months straight and none of my friends have seen me. They haven't seen this glorious half a beard in person. Nobody has, because I've been tucked away. I don't know how to tell you how to find a work-life balance, but that's definitely something that you have to have. You have a spouse or a partner or somebody that you're talking to and you're interested in, so it's something to think about. Yeah, we live a wild life. And dating is not the easiest normally. Right? Dating is not the easiest normally, and it dang sure isn't easy for us. But whoever you date is going to have fire content. IG feed gonna be busting. Videos for days and more likes than ever. So that's a plus. You can tell them that. You might not be free on the weekend, but you can tell them so that you're gonna have pressure. Your pictures are gonna be great. Something to think about. Anywho, it's possible and we can make it work. You just gotta figure it out and have those conversations beforehand and figure out what works for that person. But it's more than possible to date in this industry. Not the easiest, but it's more than possible. And I'm sure that if you want it bad enough and if they want it bad enough, you will figure it out. That's all I have to say. Thank you for tapping in and for listening to some of this real bad advice. Gracias.